I believe that means we're live now. Hi. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Drip. How you doing?
What's up?
Hi.
I'm so glad you invited me back on.
I'm not. Just kidding. The troll himself is live with us tonight, guys. Johnny. He's here.
Where is the control room?
Here's Johnny. It's right there. He's a great guy. We're going to be talking. He's great about what he wants to be. We're going to be talking about the playtest. That's going to be going live in about an hour. There we are. It's going to happen. Playtest. And then we're going to talk about some other things. We also recognize that we haven't done a show. We didn't do a show last week. So that's unusual for us. So that we have 2 shows this week. So tomorrow is a whole new show with a whole new guest. His name will be Bob. Boo. That's right. His name's Boo. That's what his name is. Boo. King Boo will be live with us tomorrow night. No, but we were going to do that show tomorrow night, and it's going to be not more of the same. I think we're talking about the Pokemon leaks that happened like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yes,
we're talking about some relevant information.
We're talking about some of that tonight, but only one.
Not Pokemon. Not Pokemon.
Not Pokemon at all. Just one thing that came from the leak.
Yeah.
And
Confirmation.
Confirmation.
Drip. Confirmation came from the leak, and we can make an educated assumption based off of one of the things in that Pokemon leak.
It's fact.
That makes the thing very likely.
All the clues.
We'll talk about that tonight.
All the things right here. Don't you worry. I got them all. Every little bit.
You got them all?
Yes, I have a big board behind me with red yarn going from every picture to every name to all the things. They all connect. It all works.
Very nice.
It's fine.
What is up, Joey Pitts? What is up, Power Mad? What is up, Jeff? Troidvania. What's up, guys? Good to see you. Can we get a like on if you guys are here? I appreciate it, but if you guys are here, please leave a like on the stream. We got 2 likes right now. If we get to 10 likes, Drip will do a salsa by himself.
Oh yeah, we talked about playing some Switch Sports again.
Oh, did we?
Nah, I mean I talked about it with Cheesy.
Without you.
Without you.
I wasn't invited. Yeah,
yeah.
Well,
I mean, I was trash talking to you because you suck at that game. So.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I really suck. Yeah.
We play for pinkies here.
Yeah, dude. That's it.
That's
pinkies
cool.
Or nothing.
Hey, Johniibo and the Kishoner podcast is talking about Switch Sports basketball. When we have a rematch. When the people ask the question, you have to answer.
Dude, I don't know. Like, I don't think I can do Friday nights, man. I have a life.
Yeah, no, I understand. I haven't streamed in like a month. I mean, I get it.
I have a life.
We can do a different night. We could do like a Sunday or something. You could do something.
I mean Sunday would be better. Yeah. Friday's, I don't know. Friday's weird. That's like well, the lady time.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what? You should keep that to yourself when lady time is.
The time I have with my lady.
I don't have any good music.
I was gonna say you have to clarify. When you say lady time, do you mean the time you spend with your lady or time that you spend by yourself being a lady? I mean, I'm not judging here. No judgment from me, but you know, I knew there was a reason you have high heels behind your chair there. What is up, Daniel? What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to have you.
Okay, I'm losing track of everything here. Shit. Did you post this on Instagram?
Yes, I did.
Good job.
6 hours ago.
Great job.
Let me see here.
Working on it.
Hey, Drip. Hey, Jeep. Hey, Mr. Chip. He's not Mr. Chip till he eats it, Power Man.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Eat the chip, will you?
Hold on.
Eat the chip. Come on, man.
He's going to do it right now. He's getting the chip. He's going.
It's been way too long.
He's just gonna stuff it in his mouth.
Imagine
will ya?
if I just ate it right now.
Oh God, you wouldn't be able to.
No,
you wouldn't be here for the show. That's for sure.
I would say I want to see you do it. I want to be there for it, but I don't want you to do it on a podcast for any podcast because you'll never speak.
No, that's it. He's done for. He'll be done right then.
I mean, people will probably
talking
appreciate that.
Do what I need to do.
Is Johniibo?
But no, I need to like set it up. You know, I have to have like it has to be an event.
An event.
Then
make an event.
Because I don't want like 3 people watching. You know, I need to get famous.
Oh no, you need to live stream it for sure. I think maybe someone else should be in charge. Like I offer my services to live stream such an event for you, so you can die while I control your stream and make fun of you. in your house. It's like inviting me to your house and like making me in charge while you're there, and like I demean you. It'd be great.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
It sounds great for me.
Time.
I mean,
sounds like a really good time.
I'm still terrified, you know. I'm a coward. That's why I haven't done it yet.
You are a coward. Thanks for admitting it. I appreciate it.
I'm not gonna not admit it, man. People died doing it.
I don't know.
I mean, I've done it. Listen, it's not something to like fuck around with. It hurts. Like, it is not fun. It's bad.
But that's why you don't make the bet. You don't make the bet if you don't think you're gonna win. But now that you lost, you have to do it.
I thought I was gonna win, man.
Well,
I thought I was gonna win.
So pony up, dude.
I mean, I was kind of behind you there for a second too. I thought you were gonna win. I thought you were gonna be fine.
But now, I don't know. We're probably not gonna get a Switch 2 until like 2028. Never freaking announcing a thing.
Yeah. Oh, didn't you hear? Today was supposed to be the day, but whoever was supposed to hit the button on YouTube was sick. They're out today, so it's gonna be tomorrow.
What is up,
like,
Mitch? How you
stop
doing?
Leaking our stuff.
Johniibo, eat the
We'll
chip.
release it when you stop leaking our stuff.
Yeah, they're just mad. That's what it is.
Shamed,
they didn't put it out today because they're mad about all the leaks.
Yeah, you're getting shamed, dude. You're getting shamed.
Dude, I have all the confidence in the world. I don't need. I don't.
Chip, this is
It will not.
sad.
You know what? All right, here's the thing. Joey's here. His name in fantasy is Where's the Chip?
He changed it. Yeah, I love that.
And he's 2-5. Get good, bro.
He ran into me. You know, he ran into the powerhouse of
That's what you get for
so.
drafting the whole 49ers team that's injured.
Except for the one good one, Kittle, which I now have.
I thought he's hurt. That's why I said it was a bad trade. I thought he's hurt.
I think he might be. No, he's been hurt. He's been healthy. I did see that he's questionable this week after I traded for him. So, hey, listen, dude. Either way, the guy I had, Laporta, he's supposed to be good. I drafted him high.
He is good.
He's been averaging 7 points. This is not. It's not small sample size. 8 weeks, 7 points.
Try having Travis Kelce, who averages like 3 points a game.
Well, and guess what? I traded Laporta. I got Kittle, and I also picked up Zach Ertz, former Eagle, off the wire. He's averaging more points than Laporta. So I'm in fine shape. My backup is not better than my starter was, and my starter is averaging 15 points a game. I'm okay. Anyway,
now we got some Eagle shade in the chat. Like, come on, man.
Let me see here. If you eat the chip, Jalen Hurts might remember how to play football again. He's not Mitch. You're not wrong. I'm an Eagles fan. You're not wrong, Mitch. I'm sorry to Jalen Hurts, but you're not wrong, Mitch.
They're just gonna ride Saquon to the playoffs. That's all they have to do.
They're gonna whittle him. Jump right on his shoulder pads. Whittle. Guys, please make sure to
check
leave a
your
like.
lineup before you go.
Drip is one. What are you 1-6? Drip? Are you 1-6 now? You're embarrassing me, actually. I can't believe this is the Drip and Jeeb fantasy league. It's really the Jeeb fantasy league because you're embarrassing me.
Honestly, I don't even know.
You didn't draft your players. You haven't checked. You haven't done anything. You had players. I watched you week to week. You have players inactive that you're starting currently, still, from multiple weeks ago.
1-6. Yeah, I'm out here killing it, man.
Yeah, you're embarrassing me. Ooh. Get out of here.
I'll check. What is going on down here? Let me see what's up.
Guys, if we get the 10 likes, Drip does the salsa. Don't forget.
Oh, damn. That's why. Fuck.
Gotta keep up with it, man.
That's rough. I can make a few changes right now and probably be competitive.
Maybe. So yeah, guys, did you miss us last week?
Let it ride.
Did you miss us? We weren't here last week. I feel bad about it, but I also don't. It was partly my fault and partly Drip's fault, actually. It wasn't entirely my fault. It wasn't entirely Drip's fault. It was kind of.
It was not my fault at all. It was definitely all Jeeb's fault.
Well, it was my fault that it wasn't Wednesday, but it was his fault it wasn't Friday like it was rescheduled to be. I was ready Friday, but he had to battle.
I was definitely ready Friday. You just didn't want to do it.
Sure. And I just want to shout out to our community because I was just checking out our audio analytics, and we didn't post an episode last week. However, Thursday, which is like Wednesday evening, Thursday is when people have come to expect our uploads because that's when I upload them. Audio side, all the platforms, our numbers were the same. Like everybody showed up on the audio feed. I think you guys just listened to old stuff, which makes me happy. Like you watched or listened to an old episode that you had missed because we weren't there, which I really appreciate you guys. So thank you. If you're on the audio feeds, if you're not, it's okay. But if you are, I very much want to shout you guys out because that was awesome, you guys. Because I was worried about it. I was worried about not posting anything, but I love you.
Listen, I don't want to talk about Iowa State. Okay, I don't care about Iowa State. Listen, it was a fun game to go to, and there was a really cool drone show at halftime, so that was also very fun and entertaining. Other than that,
were you there for that? The drone show? How was it?
Yeah, I was there. It was great. I just told you, it was awesome. It was really cool.
Good. I've never seen a drone show in person. Have you seen a drone show in person, Johnny?
I have not. I saw BYU did it. Is that like a college football thing? Like BYU had one.
This is the first time we've ever had one, but it was like a coal rush is what they called it. So like our team had
those jerseys were sick.
The helmets look nice, all black, which was great because I wear all black all the time, so I could just wear like I actually wore this. I wore this to the game.
Boosh.
Yeah, boosh. But yeah, it was a great time. It was a fantastic, fun time. The game itself, whatever, man. We got to get a new coach. I'm over it, man. I'm not trusting the climb anymore.
I'm up for. I'm available. I'm unemployed. I can get in there.
You could probably do a better job than Neil Brown at this point.
Hey, make the knuckles white. If the knuckles are white, they're going forward.
Whatever you gotta do,
red,
I don't care. I guarantee you could get in there and do at least what he's doing right now.
White knuckles run play.
Not a lot.
Red knuckles pass play. That's a Buddy Ryan shout out from Invincible.
Okay.
I think it's Buddy Ryan.
Cool.
Oh dang! Penn State's ranked 3rd.
Boys, let's not talk about college football.
They beat us first game of the year.
I don't watch college football, but if one of the Penn State is doing
not Philly, not a Philly school, a Pennsylvania school.
I mean it's.
Yeah, I mean all the Pennsylvania
Who else would you root for?
Beat us. Penn State beat us.
Anybody?
Pitt beat us.
Nobody, because we have the Eagles. What's up, Can? 21.99. We're gonna be talking about the play test, which only 10,000 people got accepted into, and in about an hour or so, people are gonna be able to actually play in it.
I think I have an idea of what this is for.
None of us here are in that play test, unfortunately. But of course, the entire thing, in very Nintendo fashion, has leaked. So we're going to be going down a little rundown tonight of what was leaked, and we're not going to show anything because Nintendo's going on a crazy rage right now and taking all that content down. But we're going to tell you guys with our voices some information about it.
Mad.
It's not the actual playtest itself isn't all that interesting, but there's some information that is a byproduct result of it that is very interesting that we'll talk about. So we're gonna make some entertainment out of it.
I'm interested about your guys' thoughts on this because I have opinions.
Yeah, I have some thoughts of what I think this actually is. I think this is just a cover up for what it actually is.
It's a Nintendo Switch 2.
Yes!
It's the console.
No.
The digital console.
No,
it's a subscription fee.
Yeah, actually, you know what we should add into this? I want to hear about your Lego Horizon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's
too.
We
should definitely talk about that before we get into the other.
We will open with what's been going on here because Johnny also is in the good graces with Nintendo for some ungodly fucking reason.
Bro.
Yeah, dude, he is famous.
I have a quote. I had to pull that quote up from your Discord that I posted earlier, from your episode earlier today. Cheesy killing it once again.
Nintendo sending me stuff, getting sent out to PlayStation.
Yeah, they sent you, dude. They sent you that.
They sent me the light. They sent me the light.
What the fuck is that? Is it because you don't cuss? Is it because I cuss? Nintendo? Is that what it is?
I think. He has a lot of TikTok followers. There's that too.
I don't have that.
Let's not undercut his very big following on TikTok.
It's because my most viewed video is about Joy-Con drift.
Which is, once again.
Yeah,
why?
Exactly, man.
Why do they like you, Johnny? I don't understand. I'm happy for you, but I'm angry.
I made a video that said it wasn't even that big of a deal.
I'm happy for you, but I'm angry at you. Like, what the fuck, man?
Get some followers, man.
We're trying.
I'm trying.
What's up, Samantha?
I'm not famous enough to get invited into this MMO thing.
Yeah, I mean,
well, that was just luck of the draw. Well,
yeah,
also,
I went in there
one would argue that one would
after.
argue your Switch Lite Echoes Wisdom is also luck of the draw. So I mean, who knows?
They gave me Echoes too.
Yeah.
What the
Who's gonna play BO6 tomorrow? What is BO6? I don't know if that is.
Black Ops 6.
Oh no, you're in the wrong place, Ken. Sorry.
It's not on Switch. We're not playing it.
Yeah, we don't like that shit.
No,
Wait,
that's
on
not true.
PlayStation?
That's not true.
PC?
I haven't cared about Black Ops since Black Ops 2
Xbox?
or 3. Which one had like the black cover with the green guy on the front?
Oh shit, Jeeb, what's the thing your mom calls all gaming?
Game Box X. That's been a thing.
Game Box X.
The PlayStation was the Game Box X.
The Game Sphere.
The Game Sphere.
The Game Box X.
Sphere.
That's a PlayStation or a Xbox or any type of Nintendo anything. It's Game Box X.
The Game Box X, yes. But Ken, if you're not subscribing, we probably will be talking about Call of Duty in the near future because it's going to be coming to Switch very soon, I'm sure. Well, very soon as in like a year or so.
Oh, for sure. It's
like
it has to.
It's going to be coming to Switch. It's just a matter of when, and it'll be news.
Yeah.
I don't play that game right now.
Do you think
I just don't do it.
Black Ops 6, since it's just coming out, will be in the reveal trailer of the Nintendo Switch 2?
Hey, that's a good possibility.
Might be.
That is a good possibility.
That's why they didn't press play today.
Yeah, they were like, shit, the game comes out tomorrow. Just wait, we'll do it tomorrow. It's happening tomorrow. Confirmed. See, we figured it out. That's almost as good as the board of stuff I have about Breath of the Wild 4K being a real thing. Right
oh no, Ken, it will absolutely come to Switch because it's already been confirmed by Xbox, Microsoft, and
that
Nintendo.
was part of the deal.
It's
that was
already
part of the
been
deal with them buying.
Or are we gonna get just like the old ones, like Modern Warfare?
That's a question for another episode. That's not tonight, but I will address it. That's a good point, though, Johnny, because I feel like the Switch the OG Switch will get like a remaster collection, I'm sure. But like the Switch 2, whatever it is going to have the new games. So, yeah.
Yeah, I believe they said that it's going to be the new games, like going forward for however many years, 10 years or whatever.
Alex says
there was like a whole big thing about
Alex says I think the playtest won't be a game. I think it's Nintendo's R&D team testing out new features. Alex, well, you're in your right place tonight because we actually have fully all the information of the playtest has been leaked. We know what it is. We already know what it is. We know everything about it. We just haven't seen gameplay yet, but we know everything about it, and we're gonna tell you about it tonight.
It's GameCube games.
I wish. That's what Drip and I said, and we hoped for.
I thought that sounded decent, especially if they were like streaming or something, or if you had to like download each one like as you play it, so it's not like big things. I just thought maybe it was a possibility. It's not though.
I would love that. You guys want to get this show started? We're
let's do it.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh wait, music. My bad. I'm leaving it on for me. Haha.
Good for you. All right, boys. Turn and get this.
There we go. Okay, go for it.
All right. Buttons. There we go. Oh no, that's fine. It'll just do whatever. Okay, here we go. Welcome everyone to the Triple G Podcast. I am your host, Uncle G. And with me is host Media Gaming and special guest Johniibo. We record this podcast live every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. You also leave a 5-star review on our podcast to make us really, really, really happy. Drip, Johnny, how you doing?
Yeah! Doing great.
Good.
I'm happy to be here. You guys are my favorite.
You're thrilled, Johnny. I can see it. The smile is like the Joker smile. It's going through your ears, man.
I think so. You know, we've known each other for over a year now.
Yeah. Like
I think Jeeb is finally realizing what I do.
You are. I wonder what I should have. There was plenty of hints on the way, Johnny. I feel like let's just say the switch in the trash. Maybe I should have saw you throwing switches in trash and went, I wonder if this guy isn't really that serious about anything. That's my mistake. I don't know why, but
look where I'm at now, though. I got a Switch Lite for free because I'm doing switches in the trash.
Fucking guy.
Wrong button. What, is it this button?
Yeah. Go
No.
ahead, throw your free Switch from Nintendo in the trash. See if I don't even care. Whatever. I didn't care.
Well, we're gonna talk to Johnny about what he's been doing recently and who's been giving him, who's his sugar daddy been. But for now, we're actually gonna quickly talk about what we're gonna do a little rundown because Nintendo's doing some weird stuff right now. And remember that playtest we mentioned about 2 weeks ago? Well, it's happening tonight. Now, obviously, it's gonna be happening after the show is already recorded and uploaded, so we can't actually show you footage, nor would we because Nintendo ninjas would come after us. But luckily for us, the entire playtest has been leaked as far as some screenshots and all the information about how to play the game, what's entitled for the game, and
the fact that it is a game.
The fact that it is a game that is unreleased otherwise. We're going to talk about all of that.
And what I think this actually is.
Yeah, Drip has a
That's a
theory.
big
We're
tease,
talking
'cause
about
I
some
think I know
theories
what this
tonight.
is.
We're going to make
I
some
think I know
entertainment
exactly what this is.
out of this whole leak that we got. But yeah, Johnny, how you doing, man? How's things going with the Communication Art Podcast?
Oh man, it's been good. I think I get under Cheesy Skin
You get
as much as I can.
You get under all of our skins every week. Every second you open your mouth.
The Zelda. I highly recommend people listen to the Zelda episode if you really want to get annoyed.
Yeah. I was there. Yeah. Can't confirm. Very annoying.
Is that the last one that I wasn't at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like
better. I wasn't there. It's probably better.
There's a few. Yeah, I said some things that people weren't happy with.
Yeah, it's probably better I wasn't there.
Yeah. Not happy with what's
podcast is going great.
Good. Yeah, tell us what's good. You got stuff going on in your life. I first, before you talk about the Switch, like I want to hear about this adventure you went on to California in Sony headquarters or whatever.
Yeah, so last week last week I got invited to play or to preview Lego Horizon Adventures out at Sony headquarters in California. I went with N64 Josh, if you guys know who that is, and we got to play co-op. Like what a cool experience! Like just to go to Sony headquarters. We got to play for like an hour, and we were out there for 3 days, and just it was a good time.
I didn't know that.
I made a video. What?
I didn't know you were there for 3 days.
Yeah, it was 2 of the days were travel, and then the one day was when the actual preview was.
Okay.
It wasn't like I didn't get to meet anybody else that was doing the preview like I thought I would, because I went out to a different event earlier in the year, and we got to like hang out with everybody, but this was a little bit different. It was still cool though. It was actually, I have video proof that I was at Sony headquarters, so people can believe me, and you can also check it out on my channel, Lego Horizon Adventure. It's actually super fun. Like I am excited for the game.
So
the one thing
play it on Switch, or did you play it on
No, it was PS5. So the one thing that I don't know if they want me to tell you this, but whatever, I'm going to say it anyway. They gave us like they gave us screenshots of PS5 and Switch version, and they specifically said not to show the Switch version.
Oh
boy.
Ooh.
So that's not promising.
Oh, that's not good. You heard it here first, folks. Switch version sucks.
Well, I'm gonna get it on the Switch for the memes, like just for the memes.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, did you play on a PS5 Pro when you were there?
No, it was just a standard PS5. I didn't even see they didn't have the PS5 Pro there.
See, that's why you weren't allowed to go with all the other people. They were like,
they were playing on the Pro. You're like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, well, at first I'm like, maybe they'll give me a PS5 Pro for just going.
Yeah, I mean, that
would have been cool, man,
too.
grubbing your way to the top.
Hey,
everybody
come on.
I want to be handed to the top. Don't know. Everybody give me everything.
All the way out there. Went all the way out there. The least they could do is give him a PS5 Pro.
Exactly.
He paid for a plane ticket. The least they could do is give him an $800 console.
I don't.
They paid for it. It was free.
There you go. Yeah, the least they could do.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't pay for that ticket, did you?
I didn't have to pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was on them. But no, I didn't get PS5 Pro. I didn't get the 30th anniversary one that I really wanted. They kind of. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Speaking of free things, and Johnny, that makes us all upset. You also got a free copy of Echoes of Wisdom and the Switch Lite.
You got the free Switch Lite.
Well,
Yeah.
how you throw them in the trash?
Yeah,
Have
you
they-
don't know, man.
Do they
I
know
had to
who
pay
you are?
hard-earned money for mine. I value mine more than you value yours. Clearly, because you throw them in the trash. But mine is more sentimental.
I had to pay for 35 years. I had to shill for Nintendo for 35 years. So it's only right that they pay it forward a little bit, all right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Nice.
That's fair.
But yeah, I honestly have no idea how I get on these lists because I just got an email one day. It was for the NES World Championships. They sent me that collector's edition as well. And then the same marketing firm was like, "Hey, do you want the Switch Lite?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want the Switch Lite."
I can tell you one thing.
Listen, just send them my email, okay? Just give them my email.
His email, which is theunclejeeb@gmail.com. No, but I can tell you one thing. Arlo, I watch his videos, and Arlo once was, he told the story recently, he once was on Nintendo's good graces and would receive games, or not early, but just would receive them. And he's not anymore. I guess he got on that. What do you call that when you get put on a list? A bad list? The naughty
blacklisted.
list? Yeah, he got blacklisted apparently because he doesn't get that stuff anymore. But I can tell you that there's no real rhyme or reason to how they do this stuff because he said recently he got an email saying he was going to get sent. I think it was Mario Party Jamboree or whatever. They asked him if he wanted a copy of Mario Party Jamboree, and he was like, sure. But it was for the Arlo Stuff channel that he recently created. So they blacklisted him on his main Arlo channel, but found him again on Arlo Stuff, the small offshoot channel, and are now going to send him games through that channel. So I think what that tells me is that they have absolutely no clue what they're doing. They're looking at, it's a numbers game. They go, here's some pieces of content with some good numbers. Let's look at their emails, their contact emails, and just send them stuff like that. I think that's basically
way to
what's
bring the
going on
vibe
here.
down, bro. I thought I was like,
Yeah. Sorry, you're
Doing
not
something good.
special. You're not
You-
special.
well, actually, Johnny, what you have is won the lottery because somehow they avoided your big viewed videos of you throwing them in the trash, and instead they found a video of you not throwing it in the trash. And they
They're
found
like, yeah, this guy's awesome.
right. So if they would have found you on the trash videos, they would have put you on that blacklist immediately. You never would have got anything.
You've been at the top of it.
well, so
The naughty list.
I got
Nintendo's
Echoes of
naughty
Wisdom.
list.
I got Echoes of Wisdom. I did not get Super Mario Party Jamboree through them, so maybe I am on that list now.
Maybe
Maybe they dug a little deeper. They were like, oh, we fucked
we
up.
all filed our complaints early enough to make sure you can get your jamboree.
That's all
you
right.
guys-
I'll take my Nintendo Switch Lite. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful Nintendo Switch Lite. It was worth it.
That it is.
If I'm blacklisted forever.
Yeah, that it is. I can't. I'm about to make mine OLED. I can't wait for that. As soon as that shit gets here, it's gonna be
It's gonna be awesome.
so excited for that.
Anyway, let's move on to the actual topics of tonight. Before I do that, though, I want to quickly mention that we do ask you guys to leave 5-star reviews. We have no new review to read this week, but I just want to remind you guys kindly to leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you listen to your podcast, whether that's, you can leave a 5-star review on YouTube, that's a thing. But, in the comments, but you can also just, Spotify, you can leave 5 stars, or Apple, you can actually write us a review, and that enters you for future giveaways that we do. So make sure to do that. Anybody who leaves a review is entered for future giveaways. So just make sure to do that. Thank you guys for listening to the show. And also quickly, thank you guys for, did I say this in the pre-show? I think I did, about how we didn't uploaded a video last week or a podcast. So we didn't upload
we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't upload a show last week. Sorry about that, guys. But Drip and I both had stuff going on. I had stomach bug. He had children. You were birthing children.
It's like same thing. Stomach bug. 150 kids.
Yeah.
Whatever. Same thing.
But I just want to thank you guys quickly who listened to our show on the audio feeds, because I saw that you guys all came back last week, and you must have listened to episodes that you have not previously listened to, that you missed and you caught up on, which I want to thank you guys, because that meant a lot. You guys actually didn't leave us for 1 week, so thank you. That's how scared I get. We don't upload for 1 week, and I'm like, they're all gonna leave. They're never gonna come back. But thank you guys. So, Johnny, Drew. We're going to talk about this play test and what in the crap is going on with this play test now.
Hold on. I thought we were doing the other one
Right,
first.
you're right. Sorry.
We're not talking about the play test yet.
Before we get to the play test, I'm going to say a word. Does it mean anything to you, either of you two? Ounce.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Johnny means something to you? What does it mean to you, Johnny?
Drugs.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
That's rough. We're on the blacklist now. Thanks for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Drip, tell us what ounce means.
Ounce is now basically confirmed to be the internal code name for the Switch 2 Nintendo is using. We know this because of the Pokemon leaks. And we're not going to go deep into the Pokemon leaks tonight. We're not going into that. We're doing that tomorrow night. So if you're here listening now, just know tomorrow night we're going to have another podcast because we missed last week. We're going to make up for it. We're going to do all that stuff tomorrow, but we are going to talk about one thing that came from this. And there's a big, long line of stuff I'm going to go over here. Basically, I'm going to prove to you that the Breath of the Wild 4K demo or whatever this thing was that they talked about earlier in the year that was behind closed door, I can prove, I think, that this is real. I can't prove that we're actually going to get it, but I can probably prove that it is a thing. And
well, let's talk about that quickly because some people may not remember or may not have seen.
Okay, so what was it? Was it Gamescom? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
So behind closed doors, supposedly they were showing a bunch of games running on what was the equivalent of Switch 2 hardware. It wasn't like dev kits or actual Switch 2s. It was basically like PCs with the specs of what the Switch 2 is going to be. But one of those games supposedly was Breath of the Wild running at 4K with like no load screens, 60 frames per second, looking great. And, you know, people were like, maybe, I don't know, this, that. So we're going to start at the beginning. But this is real. This is a real thing. And we're going to talk about that after we prove this.
Yeah.
But here's how we know. First off, the Pokemon leaks, right? We got those. We saw that Gen 10 Pokemon is being developed for Ounce, which we now know is confirmed to be the Switch 2's internal name at Nintendo.
Yeah, and if you guys didn't know, I'm sorry, Drip, to interrupt, but if you guys didn't know, every console Nintendo puts out, and actually the games as well, but every console Nintendo puts out has a code name.
Yeah, we're going to go over a bunch of those.
Okay, great. So I'll let you keep going.
I have a ton. This is kind of how I'm going to prove my point here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we heard earlier from all these, leakers, which actually gives some of these leakers that I made a bunch of fun of a little bit of credibility. So sorry, I guess.
Well, they're no longer around, so
they're gone. They're gone, so it's fine. It's whatever. Well, actually, I think some of them are popping back up as new names, but that's a whole nother podcast. We don't have to get into that right now. So Ounce was like that leaked name. That was like the whole thing. You're like, oh yeah, the Switch 2's name is Ounce. So where am I at? I lost my notes here. Okay, so we know that. We saw all that stuff come out earlier, the internal names for all that stuff, but there's been a bunch of other internal names that were kind of leaked around that same time. One of them we already knew. I want to tell you about this one was Richard. Okay, Richard was actually the internal code name for Link's Awakening. Later on, another code name was found, Edward. Okay. Now, this is, we just looked it up to confirm because I guess these are two brothers in a royal family. The House of York.
That's what Google said, Drip.
Edward is King Edward the Fourth.
Yeah.
Little brother is Richard. So they're in the same family. Richard was the code name for for Link's Awakening. Edward, the older brother, was the code name for Echoes of Wisdom.
Link's Awakening remake, the one that came out for Switch.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah. So they same art style, same engine,
Same company who made them.
In the same family. Yeah, in the same family.
Yeah.
So we got that. Then recently, well, we already knew this too. Super Mario Party was internally known as Buffet. So then the new one, Jamboree, is actually internally known as Banquet. So those go together as well.
Yeah, it's just correlation to information. We're just kind of
right.
We have bits of information that we don't know are true and we're not sure of, and then we get other information that kind of like this, for example, Banquet and what was it, Banquet and what? They go together. And you can draw lines and start to
Buffet,
you can draw lines and start to make educated assumptions.
And all right, but then you can look at those and you're like, okay, that's fine. So what? They do that. So what does that mean? Anything about Breath of the Wild? Okay. So Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna tell you the Breath of the Wild code name was U-King. That was for Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. What's Tears of the Kingdoms? I know it's similar.
Okay. So U-King. Now, I want to tell you this before I tell you what the other thing that was found.
Yep.
Mario Kart 8 was turbo, and we're talking the original Mario Kart 8. Okay? So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was Turbo S. Obviously, it was on the Switch, right? So S for Switch. Then this came out a while ago, and this was supposedly what they were showing behind those closed doors was something with the code name U-King-O. O for ounce. And, you know, we heard that what was being shown was a 4K version of Breath of the Wild. That's it. I rest my case. It's up to the jury here. I think we've proved it. I think we got it.
It's 100% true. There's no debating that.
I mean, I feel like
I was on board back.
evidence.
I was on board back when they revealed it, when they leaked it initially. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
was too.
I think Drip and I remember doing the show when Ounce was announced, and I don't remember the information, but I do remember thinking, wow, this does make a lot of sense. And that's before we got this Pokemon information. This Pokemon information really kind of solidifies the assumption that it's real. It wasn't just a rumor, because of course it's very easy just to go, oh yeah, Switch 2 is going to have an upscaled 4K Breath of the Wild. Duh. You know, of course it's easy to assume that. But now we have actual information to kind of confirm that what happened during that leak earlier in the year actually did happen. Like, we can almost prove it with this information. And I want to point out, Drip, I'm not sure if you mentioned this, for what it's worth, again, just connecting dots here. Tears of the Kingdom's code name was EX King. And in that and I remember this from when we talked about it a long time ago. And of course, U King is Breath of the Wild. EX King would be a good example of like how they got the name would be, because Tears of the Kingdom started as DLC, extra, if you will. You know, you can kind of make your guesses of what EX means to you, but to me, it could mean like it was DLC to Breath of the Wild, because that's how
I was going to say,
it started.
As DLC,
So U King was the full game, and hey, U meant Wii U. That's why the U was there. So Wii U King. So U is from the Wii U. King is Breath of the Wild. So now EX King is DLC for Breath of the Wild. That's
possibly.
Yeah, again, you can you draw your lines into something how you want to draw them, but the fact is we have this information, and it does corroborate and does make sense. So, yeah, this is all very interesting, Drip. I think this Breath of the Wild thing is going to happen. It's a matter of when, and now that we don't know.
Okay, well, that's kind of, saying all that, this is what I want to ask you guys.
This is where the fun comes in. We're going to speculate.
Okay, the first question I have is that something that you guys want? A 4K version of a game that just came out 7 years ago? An upscale?
Just came out 7 years?
Don't get him started, Drip. Don't get him started. He's gonna go bonkers on you.
Okay. Yeah. It just came out 7 years ago. I mean, as far as Nintendo goes anyway, this is a very recent game to go back and do something like this to. It's pretty recent. Is this something you guys want?
100%. I will whatever. If they charge me $60, $70 for it, yeah, I'm all on board. Breath of the Wild is like one of my favorite games ever, and to see that in 4K 60 would be incredible.
I mean, I agree, just to see it like that, because I mean, if you can go online and look, like there's people who are running on PC. It absolutely looks incredible. It's crazy how good it looks on PC.
Yeah,
with some of the ways they got it running.
I've played it on Steam Deck. I theoretically played it on Steam Deck once.
Maybe. Actually.
I can't remember. I can't recall.
I think. I dream about that.
It doesn't run 4K, but it runs 1080p, and it runs around 40 frames. It's very variable. It's not fixed. You can't get it really fixed on Steam Deck. It's not quite powerful enough to emulate at 60. But it does run at 60 in like shrines, for example, and the overworld, it's kind of the wild west. It's, for the most part, it's running at 40. Sometimes it will go up to 60. A lot of times it dips down beneath 40, but it always above 30.
So do you want this on the Switch too?
Yes.
In 4K,
well, I said that all. I said that all. I said
do?
that all because I'm like a shark that tasted blood in the water. Like, I've gotten the taste of what Breath of the Wild can look like in a better way, in a more not a stable frame. It's much more less stable actually, but
that's fair.
In a higher frame rate. And do I want it at also Breath of the Wild, for what it's worth, is not full 1080p on the Switch. It's not even full 1080p. It's a little bit below.
Well, no, and it runs like shit in some places.
Right. It's not quite 1080p on the Switch, and it's 30 FPS at best.
Yeah.
So I've seen it at 1080p with 60 FPS. So like, you're telling me I can see it at 4K? Yes, I want it. I want it right goddamn now. Are you kidding me?
And Johnny already said, he's
years
in on $60.
Drip, 7 years is not is a very long time. Like that's a long time ago. Like
it is a long time.
And we're not talking.
So
we're not necessarily talking about launch, Drip. We're talking about like probably within the launch year, maybe.
And well, listen, okay,
so
we'll come back to that.
2 years from now, it'll be almost a decade after the game came out. Yes.
Okay, all right, we'll come back to that. We're gonna come back.
No. I think it's gonna launch. I think it's gonna launch.
No.
You think it's launch?
No.
Oh yeah.
No
because there's
way.
all right. So there's a statistic out there that every Nintendo console that launched with a Zelda game succeeded, and everyone that did not has failed.
Clearly.
We had one that had Twilight Princess.
Yep.
The Wii U did not have one. GameCube did not have one. Those might be the only ones.
64 didn't have one at launch.
When you say launch, do you mean literally on launch day? Day one.
So day one launch is going to be Breath of the Wild 4K, and then the new Mario Kart.
That doesn't
50
make
million units day one.
I don't hate that.
Why would they launch that game day one? That's like just in case. Let's save that just in case day one sales aren't as good as we think. We'll make up some money here. We can do that 6 months after.
If there's going to be Deluxe.
If there's going to be a day one Zelda, don't you think that the most likely thing is just going to be Echoes of Wisdom? Here's day one.
No,
you can play Echoes of Wisdom, but at
let's
4K.
compare the sales to Echoes of Wisdom and Breath of the Wild. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they choose Echo Wisdom over Breath of the Wild. I'm saying the first game that launches is the game that just came out a few months ago as of the release of the Switch 2. Like this game just came out.
Well,
let's re-release this one. Not in a. I'm not saying it's not really a re-release. It's just stable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they're re-releasing Breath of the Wild. This isn't like Horizon's not getting re-released on the PlayStation. It's just, well, actually that one is actually.
Yes, it is. That's what I want to talk about.
I'm sorry.
Hang on.
Hold on. I said the magic words Horizon. So that was remastered. That was remastered. Yes, remastered. Just upscaling to 4K is not a remaster. If you're telling me Breath of the Wild is fully remastered, you've piqued my interest even farther. Like all I want is 4K. Like, give me high resolution. But a remaster implies that they go over textures and things like that, animations, and they really kind of crisp things up and make them new, like much better.
Okay, now hold on a second. Now listen. At what we know, let's just go off of what was done in that room. If what we heard that came out of that room is Breath of the Wild in 4K, runs at 60 frames per second, no loading screens. That's all we know. Okay.
Yeah. Not a remaster at that point. It's just
It's
just running the
I'm
game.
assuming it's going to have all the content that.
Oh yeah, and it will probably have the DLC. Yes, all the stuff. It'll probably have everything. You're good. Johnny already said he is. You're good with paying $60-$70 for that.
Yeah. Stressing that we're talking
no
about
upgrade path.
We're talking about it's not a remaster. That it's just an upscale. Yes, I'm good with that. Yes. 7-year-old game.
But while we're watching Sony do a remaster of a game that came out at the same time, the same year actuay.
It was
Horizon Zero Dawn came out the same year,
the same month.
If you bought the game, they came out right in this. Yeah, but if you bought that game already, you can upgrade to this new version of it for $10.
Here's why I want to explain myself because I'm going to sound like an idiot, like to a lot of the non-Nintendo people out there, like, oh, this Homer bitch, you know. But here's why I think it's totally fine. Sony.
I don't know how you're going to justify this. I can't wait.
I had a justification. I'm kind of losing it because I'm getting distracted.
I have one.
Go ahead, Johnny. I mean, you're the shill anyway. You go ahead.
Horizon is not Zelda. All right.
That's fair.
Horizon is not Zelda.
That's fair. That's fair. That's it, though?
That's it. I mean, that's it. It's Zelda. It's not I mean, Nintendo has sold us Luigi's Mansion 2 a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah.
For $60, which was actually more than what it cost originally.
Yes.
So,
Luigi's Mansion 2 was a 3DS game, right?
Yeah, it was 3DS.
So it was what?
I do
40
see
bucks,
Nintendo.
35 bucks?
Yeah, I think it was like 4. I think it was 40.
Okay.
And then now it's 60. I do see Nintendo maybe charging an upgrade path for a game like Echoes of Wisdom, or like a game that came out recently, and then you just get like a upgraded version of it for like $10. But Breath of the Wild, they're gonna charge full price no matter what.
You know, I'm actually kind of like having an internal crisis right now, because of course I'd pay $60 for it because I want to play it, right? But as far as like the justification for it, we all buy things that we can't justify. Everyone does it. No matter who you are, no matter what your income is, everyone buys something that you can't justify. You just kind of want it. And that's my defense to the people who's going to hate me over the fact that I will pay $60 for just an upscale when Sony's going to give you a $10 option. That's my justification. I want it. Let me have it.
That's fair.
But
that's why
I'm having
Switches.
this internal crisis right now because
Sony released Last of Us Part 1 for $70. There was no upgrade path on that.
It just seems like charity, honestly, from Sony, if you think about it. And it's not charity. It almost seems like charity, because $10 upgrade path for a remaster. Okay, we're not
a good deal.
We're not talking about just an upscale. It's a remaster. Now, one could make the argument, and I think you should, that the game did not need remastering. Breath of the Wild could use a remaster, quote unquote, because of the hardware it was made for, and the hardware it's going to be going on to with the Switch 2 is light years different. The Wii U to the Switch 2 is going to be like jumping from the moon to the earth. It's like night and day, literally. Like there is no like you kidding me? So the Breath of the Wild, the max game they could give you for Breath of the Wild is what the Wii U could handle. And the max game the Switch 2 could offer of that same game, if they remastered it, would be massive. So I kind of lost my train of thought here, but basically what I'm saying is they could do so much more with it on the Switch 2. And if it's a remaster, if it's not a remaster, I still just want it, man. I just want it.
Let me know when you're ready for the tinfoil hat stuff.
I have no defense anymore. I just want it. Just give it to me.
So, all right, you're saying 70 years isn't that long ago. So you must be forgetting all those deluxe versions that Nintendo sold us the first couple of years.
That was different.
The justification of that is it's different. It's different. The discs. Yeah. They had to. They had to. Come on.
Here's a question for you guys. Here's a question for you guys. Do you think that games? Well, we can almost guarantee they backwards compatibility from OG Switch to Switch 2 is happening. We almost can guarantee that. But what we can't guarantee is that the game's performance is going to be any different, because they can bottleneck the performance of the games if they wanted to. They could go, if you're putting an old OG cartridge into a Switch 2, it's going to play just like it would play on a Switch. It could just be the exact same experience. But if you bought the Switch 2 version on the eShop or physical cartridge, it unlocks the capabilities of the console. And that is the justification of charging full price for these games. They're saying, this is a Switch 2 game. Yes, you can play your OG Switch games on the Switch 2, but you're going to have a Switch experience. But if you buy the Switch 2 version of the game, whether it's digital or physical, you will have a full Switch 2 experience. So that's kind of how they can get away with charging full price again for games.
Let me tinfoil hat some stuff for you.
Ooh, can we? I'd love to.
Okay. Are you ready for this? Because this is some fucking far out shit.
Very ready.
You may get mad at me. You may take that. I'm done. I quit the podcast. I'm done. You may get mad at me because I'm about to say something I'm not supposed to be talking about.
Oh, wait.
Super crazy.
Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold your thought, Drip. So you're about to talk about what I can say, because I'm not. I didn't lose.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
Wind Waker, Twilight Princess is, I think, what you're about to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. So you lost that bet. You can't talk about it. So what are we gonna do here if you talk about this?
Shush.
I'm going to hold you accountable. No, we're going to hold you.
Okay.
We're going to hold Johnny accountable for his lost bets. We're going to hold you accountable for your lost bets. I'm not even going to say it.
You already know what I'm talking about. My favorite game. Now, here's what I wanted to just bring up, because there's a small little area of this entire thing with all these, all these points that I just made earlier about all these names and all this stuff. There is a small little wrinkle where this game could be, probably not, but I'm just saying it's possible this could be something just running off of that engine or using that art style. And they said they weren't going to continue with this Link and Zelda in this Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Hyrule. They're going elsewhere. So what if they are just using that art style and that engine kind of in the same way they did with Link's Awakening Remake and Echoes of Wisdom, but maybe we're about to get a full remake like we've been talking about should probably happen instead of a remaster of my favorite Zelda game, which I'm not allowed to say the name of.
I don't think they would do it for that. I think they would do it for Ocarina.
That is another one. That's another one.
So can I think I understand what you're saying correctly. Let me just clarify for me and other people like me who didn't quite get what you were saying. Were you saying that the 4K Breath of the Wild thing was truly just
a playtest? That was it. Just
not a playtest, like a demo.
Yeah, it was just a show.
But,
just to show
but they're going to use the engine that they built for that to remaster a different older Zelda game.
Yes,
could be Ocarina.
One that needs it.
Could be Twilight Princess, your favorite game, or could be Wind Waker. Could be any.
It will not be Wind Waker.
I know.
It's not gonna be Wind Waker.
Well, yeah,
you can't go any further with that. It's where it needs to be.
The most likely.
Perfect.
That's kind of where I think your story kind of gets kind of wonky because it's like, well, why wouldn't they do a Wind Waker? I know we could come up with reasons why other games should be remastered first. Ocarina is a good one. The OG Zelda is a good one. But that's where your argument kind of falls to me.
Okay, well here's my point. Why
Twilight Princess? I know you could probably translate to a Breath of the Wild engine easier than an older game.
Honestly, I like Ocarina of Time better.
I do
didn't even think of that.
I mean, people have already done it. If you want to play a remastered Ocarina, it's out there. It's for free.
Oh yeah, it's out there.
People do the in Unreal Engine 5.
But think about this. Well, here's the whole reason I think this is actually an interesting idea. That it is tinfoil hat shit. Let's not get it twisted. This is probably not happening. But I think it would be a decent idea. For one reason, these two Zelda games are insanely high-selling Zelda games that brought so many more people in to Zelda.
Yep.
And I would say they're probably not totally done with that old style of Zelda, that old format. But if you take that look,
3D, you're talking about old style of 3D. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, old style of 3D. Yeah. Obviously we're getting 2D stuff, but I think that old format of the 3D stuff's going to come back too. But if you take the art style that the new people know, love, very used to, and then transfer that onto one of these older games that need to be brought up to something new, it's going to make those people look. It's the same people who are like, oh yeah, that Zelda game I played. Link's Awakening. That was cool. I really like that. Oh, here's another one, a new one. I mean, it's the same type of thing. You're bringing people who have already fallen in love with this art style, all this stuff here. You just put that coat of paint on something else you're going to try to sell them later. I mean, like, here, check this out. Look at this format. You're like, that? That's a pretty good story too, huh? We got some more of that shit coming soon. But for now, we're going to get you hooked on this. Tinfoil hat stuff, I know, but I mean,
Johnny,
it's possible.
I mean, I love more Zelda. Give us all Zelda games.
Yeah, I mean,
I want them to do a 3-pillar system where you have your purely open worlds like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Then you have your 2D top downs like Echoes of Wisdom, and then you have a third pillar of like the traditional linear Zelda games.
Yes. God,
and if they either make a new one or, I mean, I think Ocarina makes sense to remake, and with the movie coming out and everything, like
I forgot about that.
It's been too long.
Can't forget about that. Crap.
Yeah. And what year did that come out? Was that 96?
98.
98.
Ocarina was 98.
Then it came out on the 3DS.
96 was the Switch, or the year the 64 came out.
Correct.
Right? Okay. I was gonna say, I mean, 2026 is coming soon. Throw it out there that time. A little anniversary action. But that's not right. It'd be 2028. So
yeah, it doesn't have to be anniversary.
Either way. I love that idea, though. I think I've said that before, too. Just give me all 3. I'm good with the open world. I like it. Love it. 2Ds, definitely love those, but I want that old... I want the Twilight Princesses, the Ocarina of Times, that stuff. Like, I love those games.
I think you're going to make a lot of people angry. Nintendo is going to make a lot of people angry if they decided to remake any of those old games, whether it's Ocarina, Twilight Princess, or whatever, in the engine of Breath of the Wild. I think people are going to want it to be true to the original. Skyward Sword comes to mind. I know people, it's controversial Zelda game. Not everyone loves that. But you got to admit, Nintendo did a bang up job, HDing-ifying, it's not a remaster, but HDing that game.
Well, they did it with
the frame rate. The frame rate is solid.
Yeah.
The button controls. Some people don't like them. I know, Johnny. I know you don't like them either. But to me, the button controls, while they weren't perfect, they made the game playable. But the thing is, it kept the original feel Skyward Sword. It looks the same as the original, just way polished, like over polished, chrome everywhere, and it looks great. And if you go and completely change the art style, basically, or not art style, but just the engine, it's going to make the game look different. Twilight Princess, I'm talking about. If you try to remake Twilight Princess in Breath of the Wild engine, I don't think it would hit the same. I don't think it'd be. I think, and what I'm not saying they're not going to remake Twilight Princess. I'm saying that idea, I think, is not going to work. I think they'd have to just make its own engine. It'd have to be its own Twilight Princess engine. So. I don't think it's really going to happen. It'd be fun. Don't think it's going to happen.
He's not left-handed in that game.
He's both-handed in that game. Depends what version you played.
I don't know. I'm just, tinfoil hat stuff. I think it's interesting just to look at what are they doing behind the scenes.
It would be it's a wonderful idea. I would love to play an open world Twilight Princess because the game is very open. If you think about it, it's open zones. Right?
Yeah.
So, it's not that far away from just making it open. Just instead of having zones, just have bridges and connections,
think about that. You just, instead of, you go into, Zora's domain and it, stops, you just go.
They'd have to fill in a lot of gaps. They'd have to do a lot of it. At that point, would be a full remaster. Because if you want to. If you talk about the Breath of the Wild engine, right? So that means he has to climb in mountains and can go over mountains and glide off mountains, and there can't be empty gaps of void like it would be if you just copied and pasted the old game inside of that engine. So there'd be lots of remaking of the map, but that's something they could do. It's not impossible. I think
it's all behind closed doors. Point.
Closed doors. What a segue, Drip. Closed doors. Let's talk about.
You know where I was going.
Let's talk about the playtest that was closed to everybody's door except for 10,000 of you lucky bastards who got into the playtest. And everyone else
on the internet.
And everyone else because
5 minutes.
Yeah. Actually, as I'm speaking right now in real life, 1 minute from now, thanks Power Mad, 1 minute from now, people who got into the 10,000 few who got into the playtest are going to be able to actually play the playtest. So, Power Matt, I ask as you play, give us some chat updates. Just give me some chat updates here.
Dude, the ninjas are going to come get him.
Yeah, no, he's not.
He signed nothing.
Yeah,
Tell us everything.
Well, he signed nothing. That's actually what I want to talk about first, actually, since you brought it up. Let's just talk about that quickly. So, the playtest is a thing we talked about a couple weeks ago. Listen to that episode if you want to know specifically about that. But did people sign an NDA? Because people, I took it as people signed an NDA, and then I saw online other places that people did not sign an NDA. I'm confused. Is there an NDA or is there not an NDA for these people?
I thought it was within the agreement.
Yeah, it was. There was stuff not to share it online. They're asked to please not share it online. Don't share anything from the thing online. But dude,
if you remember. Switch Sports had a tech test before that game came out, and you weren't allowed to share footage of that either.
That's right.
But
who cares?
Not allowed, or they're asking because some people are interpreting it as
they took these screenshots down that leaked.
Yeah, they can do whatever
so
they
I'll be
want.
interested to see if they take down the footage that's probably already out there now. People are probably just streaming it. On TikTok.
Yeah.
People are streaming Brothership on TikTok, so there's no way.
The difference, though, dude, is that not being allowed to do something and frowned upon are very different because just taking the screenshot off the internet that you post, it doesn't harm you whatsoever. You can post as many screenshots as you want. It's up to Nintendo to take them down. That's just, being asked to not do that. Not being allowed to would mean that they can take further action, ban your account or worse. So that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Either way, they're going to take down the stuff. Now, are they going to take it down and something going to happen to you? Or are they going to take down the stuff that you post and nothing happens? other than your post gets taken down. Like, who cares?
Posts are just getting taken down.
Who cares if your screenshots go live, you take it down. Nothing happens to you.
And it's like, dude, you look at this stuff and it's like half the people doing this don't even know what the fucking NDA is.
Non-disclosure agreement. I know that.
Okay, but
that's what they get
people
for
that are doing this have no clue what that even means.
Yeah, it's just normal. It's normies, man. Normie people.
It's 10,000 random people. Like, what?
Yeah. How are you expecting? Like, yeah, let's put this out to the public to just Joe, who the fuck knows who,
Joe the
say,
Toes.
Hey bud, we're just gonna let you do this. We're just gonna hope that you're honest and not show anybody. Okay, thanks. Come on, like that was never gonna work.
I'm searching it on TikTok, and I want to see if I can find a stream.
So while he's doing that, G, you've got some notes on like what we saw, like what was in this. Not really a leak, but just going over that. I want you to kind of go over a little bit of it because I have some thoughts on what I think this is. I want to get your guys' opinions on what you think this is actually for. But let us know what's in there. Gee, what do you got?
So there was a full data leak of like people like took the code of the game. I'm not qualified to be speaking about this, so forgive me, those who know what you're talking about. I'm gonna do my best here. They data mined the information of the game. And they found out everything about the game. We know everything about this game, even though it hasn't been played until right this second. We also, what was leaked was some excerpts I'm about to read to you. Was the information that was sent to people who got into the playtest. Just like I'm not going to share any of this visually because of course they're going to take it down. I don't want them to take our show down. I'm just going to read to you some quotes from this information that was shared with people. How to prepare for the playtest. So here's the playtest, or here's the game, and of course it's a game. We found that out here. As you progress across the planet, you'll discover new lands, enemies, and resources that will become essential to your journey. So it's a game, and there you go. Beacons quote emit light, and they are there to purify and develop the land. So that's more of how the game works. Beacons emit some light, and the light purifies and develops the land. It's kind of like your little build zone. It's your personal little build zone.
Bubble.
We're understanding this is like an MMO.
That's your town. That's your area. That's your little spot.
It's your personal stuff. So the quote, the dev core is a separate space from the planet you'll be developing. Think of it as a social hub to gather with other players. So the dev core is not like your beacon is your area. The dev core, quote, is the area where everybody in this 10,000 people playtest go, and you can be social with those other players. Anytime players make progress in developing the planet with a beacon light, they'll earn dev points. So there's like a upgrading process to this game. Like I just read, you're going to be adding points to your score or whatever. We'll find out more about that in the coming days. But so yeah, that's kind of how the basics of the game works. It's like an MMO, massive multiplayer online, and there you go. So I actually want to read this quickly too. I don't think there's anything that interesting in this, but I just want to read this because it's like a Q&A area of this. And what the question is, I received connection errors or experienced an unstable connection while playing. That's the question. The answers are, if you notice your connection is unstable, the first thing is to try restarting the software on your Nintendo Switch system. If this doesn't resolve the issue, then please try the following. Troubleshoot your device. Connection issues can sometimes be resolved by restarting the device to connect to the internet,
turn it back on,
such as your router, modem, etc. That was that. So I was hoping that they had more information about like how, if there was an issue, what you could do. I was hoping there was some weird suggestions, some code you could type in or whatever, I don't know, to fix stuff. Because that's one of the things Drip and I kind of speculated is that this is we're not speculating. It's kind of the truth. They're testing this for a reason. They're testing it to see if it's going to work. On the Switch. I think they're testing. So their solutions right now are turn it on and turn it off. That's all they got for a solution right now.
I think they are testing their actual online, the system itself, because they're doing something to it to make it better. I think that's part of this. I think there's more though. Like, what do you guys? I couldn't find
a stream. So
damn.
Yeah, my guess is you're not really having a hard time finding one, honestly. So they're going to be taken down pretty quick, I feel like.
So my thought about this is so apparently the developer, or at least one of the developers, is the one that did Game Builder Garage. You guys remember that game?
Yep.
Yeah,
You know
I do.
what? And that art style that we saw, some of the screenshots from this league,
Yeah, it's
reminds me of that. Yeah.
it's what it reminded me of at first too. At first.
So I think that's kind of
Gee, do you
what
want
this.
Ritas?
I do want Ritas. Can I please have a mango gelati, please? Thank you.
Can I have one too? Can you get you?
Actually, I was gonna say,
on it?
Johnny, you
You
go
don't-
one yourself, man. You live near there.
If you don't mind, I would like one too.
No mango.
But yeah, so this,
They got her out of mango. I want to give me something. Anyway, sorry, Johnny. Go ahead.
So yeah, I mean, the art style, like you said, reminds me a lot of that game. I think this is just going to be kind of like PlayStation's Dreams, or that the one that Microsoft had, where you could kind of make your own
Yeah.
little game.
That's an interesting thought. That might be it. Jeeb, you got anything on this besides what I told you earlier?
What was the question exactly?
What do you think this is? Do you think this is just the bare bones of a game? Is this something different? Is this just to test the online? Like, what are we doing here? What's the actual point of all this?
I know your idea already, and I like your idea, and I will let you tell your own idea. As far as like an alternative that I can come up with, I think the game is completely irrelevant. Everything about the game itself is completely irrelevant. The whole story,
too.
everything about it is irrelevant. I think it is a proof of concept, and they want
do have tinfoil hats on.
I think it's a proof of concept. I don't think
you
this
wait
game.
till you hear what I think this is. You might leave.
This game
You might
is.
leave.
I think this is don't
Let me
think
say what I
there's
think it is. Let me say what I think it is.
Then say it.
I think this is just a test, a stress test of the hardware of the Switch, because there's going to be a game that's going to come out. Has nothing to do with this, but the bones of it is going to come out and have these are the bones of it. And they want to make sure the original Switch can handle the things that they want to do with it. So I also have a theory that it's also involving mobile. I think whatever this is going to end up being a crossover game with Nintendo.
see-
It's going to be a mobile phone game, and it's going to be a Switch game and a Switch 2 game.
You said that earlier, and I thought about
I think
it.
because it's
I don't
the
know about
MMO
that.
aspect of it. It makes me think like, what's that one Pokemon game that's an MMO? The Pokemon MMO.
Unite.
Yeah, Unite. I think there's going to be a mainline Nintendo game that is released simultaneously on the Switch 2, the Switch, and mobile. And the focus is going to be like, it's like a touchscreen experience, and it's just going to be like a game just like Unite, just in a very different implementation. And they're just going to stress test the Switch to make sure it can handle contacting hundreds or maybe thousands of people.
I don't think this has anything to do with mobile. You did say that earlier.
Yeah.
And I thought about it a little bit more. I don't think what this is going to be moved to mobile in any way. I think this is going to be probably, I think it's going to be a Switch and Switch 2 thing, but I think some of this is them just testing their online servers, fixing things, making sure they're going to be able to do what they want to do with this. But I think this game is just the bare bones. I think they're hiding what it actually is. I think this is a build.
Get your tinfoil hats,
The
listeners.
concept. Yes, get your tinfoil hats out. I think this is just the concept, just a very simple build, not to give anything away. I think this is a gigantic Animal Crossing MMO. I think this is going to be a big, ongoing Animal Crossing game. You talk about the dev core. That's Nook's Cranny, dude. It's Nook's Cranny. That's exactly what that is. You talk about dev points. When you get there, you get shit, you do stuff. What do you get back? Fucking bells. You get bells.
Who let this
That's what all this
boomer
is.
in here?
I'm telling you right now.
Who let this conspiracy theory boomer in here?
I mean, the characters are pretty like generic looking, that they could just slap a skin over, like
Right?
an Animal
I'm
Crossing
saying,
skin.
like, this is the bare bones of anything. And think about this. We have all been saying, like, okay, the islands, like going to each other's islands, it's cool, but it's not enough. Not nearly enough. If you have an entire planet that you are building with the rest of the Nintendo Animal Crossing community, where you can go to their stuff, but obviously you have your own little area that they're talking about, where you that's your bubble. Nobody's fucking with your shit in your bubble. You know, you can go to other people's bubbles, though. They can come to yours. You can do all the things, but you go to the store. You go to the same store. It's all connected. It's actually really connected instead of just pretend connect like we do with New Horizons.
So, Jerp, I think we're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing. You have just come up with the actual game itself.
It's Animal Crossing, dude, I'm telling you.
All I'm saying is this game is a bare bones game that will release later. And also, I've mentioned this to you as well. Pocket Camp's getting phased out, right?
There's like a different version of it coming out that's like not online or something.
There could be like this could be the phase in of the next version of Pocket Camp, like a massive multiplayer Animal Crossing game, where it's playable on your phone or your Switch or your Switch 2. I mean, dude, we're saying the same thing. I'm just not going as far as to say I know what game it's going to be. I like your idea though. I think that'd be wonderful.
Weren't there some people saying like, "Oh man, yeah, there's like some rumbling, some little hints and whispers that the next Animal Crossing was going to be something to do with like space."
You know, and I feel like we've missed this, unless I missed.
Planet, dude.
I think we missed this. Mega Boy in the chat brings up a really good point that I think for some reason we have not talked about to this point. I think we're all overlooking the real reason. It's not testing the game. The game is probably nothing. They took Game Builder Garage and said, let's just quickly come up with a game to test our servers with, because what they're really testing is up to 10,000 people logged in at once. At least the possibility that 10,000 people could be logged in at one time on a Switch game. We can't get Smash to run 4 people without lagging. They're testing up to 10,000 people on the same servers at the same time. So Megaboyd, perfect. Thank you for bringing that up, because that is what this is.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing too. I just think there's more to it.
It's just the number of people. We think 10,000 isn't a lot, and that's true. But put it in the context of current Nintendo online games. You got 4 in there, and they struggles. So they're testing 10,000 on this. It's not one server. That's overlooking the big picture. It's not one server. It's probably a whole multiple server buildings, right, of servers. But the point is, they're testing their new servers out with up to 10,000 people on the same time.
You guys are setting yourself up for disappointment, because this is exactly what it is. It is this weird MMO hub where you can just make a little. This is it, man. This is it. If Game Builder Garage developer are the ones behind this, like, that's what it is. That's what this is. And we're gonna see it in the next Direct. It's gonna be part of the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. Like,
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you may be right about that. You may be right.
I'm sorry
to
interrupt. I have sources. I won't name my sources. I just got dropped a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got screenshots. I got a video.
Oh, wait, breaking news?
Breaking news. Play the I have a video. I'm not going to play this video. I can't even share this with you because it's like a video file that he sent.
Okay, can you explain it to me, please?
I'm currently watching a video of how this game works. My man is building stairs with blocks. It looks like Minecraft. It literally looks like, if you guys know Minecraft, in the iron blocks in the game, he looks like he's building some stairs with these blocks, and I can't read the text because it's small and whatever. I just got it looks kind of cool, actually. It looks kind of fun. But I can tell you right now, this is a very, 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 very bare bones thing. It's a very empty world. Like there's like a void everywhere. He's just on he's on a 2D platform in a 3D space, building some stairs to get to the top of something. It's like teaching him how to play the game right now.
Yeah, I actually have a inside source as well. That's
you guys. Look at you.
I can't show. Guys in the chat are asking to see it. I can't show you. Nintendo will immediately take this down.
Join there.
Yeah, so
but I will look at it later.
I will tell you guys in our Discord server. If you guys are not in there, please get in there. It's in the description of your podcast feed. I have a link to our Google Docs feed where there's a bunch of this leaked information. It's in our Discord server, so you hop in there.
Yeah, just get in the Discord. I'll pressure Jeevan to share in all these videos in the Discord. Don't worry, everybody hop in there. I'll pressure him into it.
I'll do it. No, I'll share in Discord.
He's gonna do it. See,
Johnny, I'm sorry.
Just wait 20 minutes and it'll be all over the internet. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's true.
Excuse me, sir. Plug our Discord.
Yeah, we do need people in the Discord, though.
Join the Discord.
When this thing is a giant Animal Crossing MMO and you guys are having so much fun building all your shit in there, just remember who told you what it was going to be first. Jeeb, you owe me the game. Johnny, you owe me the special edition Switch that comes out for it.
For this?
So-
for
Yes.
this?
Dude, I will make that bet. I will make that bet. I'm not making any more chip bets, but I will buy you the special edition Nintendo Switch for the Animal Crossing MMO. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Drip,
Good.
I'm not going to buy you the game, but I
Funny.
will give you a free edit on one of your videos.
2. It's worth 2.
No, it's worth 1. You get
It's
if it's an
worth 2.
Animal Crossing MMO, you will get 1 free video.
God, that's about the Animal Crossing MMO, and I'm actually just going to trash you in it
that's
the
a
entire
$40
time.
value right there. You should accept that offer.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to, and I'm just going to trash you and the whole thing for being wrong, and you're going to have to sit there and edit it and listen to me
That
just
would be
talk
great.
shit on you the
Love
entire
it.
time.
Deal. What's up, Shibby?
So, I mean, I don't know. So we got a few things out of this, and we're gonna get more. We're gonna get so much more over this next. How long does this go on? It's a 2-week test, right?
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're they're starting with 10,000. I wonder if they're going to open it up, kind of like how betas work, where they start with a closed invite and then they open it up a little bit more. Like, I wonder if we'll actually eventually get into it.
I mean, they could open more. Yeah, once they get everything set and it's like, okay, we're good here. Let's move on to the next level of this. I mean, I don't know. I don't even want in now. I don't want to deal with it. I just want to watch everybody else do it. Wait, I'm going to wait till they put the Animal Crossing skin on it.
All right, what if it's not an Animal Crossing MMO, but they put Animal Crossing skins in whatever this is?
So you could just be like an animal, like I could just be Isabel.
Yeah, like,
okay,
like what if it's just like Ready Player One for Nintendo, and you could just buy Nintendo skins? You have Mario, Zelda, Animal Crossing skins.
I don't hate that idea. I'm telling you though, I more hope, but honestly, just looking at all this, the first time I saw it, like the first video I watched on it, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, dude, this is going to be an Animal Crossing game. It's going to be a gigantic open world Animal Crossing game where everybody's little towns are all on this planet. I mean,
Is it? But like,
it would
are you
be fun.
Trip, are you saying it's going to replace Animal Crossing, or are you saying that
No,
this
no,
is
no,
like
no,
a?
no. This
Is this like a?
This will be its own
offshoot,
separate
like
thing. Yes,
a spin-off.
It will not replace the Animal Crossing games. No,
Okay.
no way.
Because I
You'll still get Animal
can
Crossing
see how
games.
they could implement these features into a full game. Like maybe this isn't a full game at all. Maybe what this could be is, if you're right about Animal Crossing, let's just assume you're right about Animal Crossing. It's not going to be a full spin-off game with just this. It's going to be implemented. So like it's going to replace the way that we currently use the Dodo Airlines. Like instead of like going up to Orville and like going through the process and going to one place at once, and it literally takes 10 minutes to get to somebody's place, and you're there and nothing happens, and then it takes 10 more minutes to come back home. Instead of eliminating that whole process and just be like, okay, you can just kind of pop into somebody's place and pop into somebody else's place like instantly. And that's what this could be. Like a feature. It's a feature additive to an Animal Crossing game, not a full spin-off, right? How do you feel about that?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be like an animal. Yeah, this isn't going to be like, okay, we're done making Animal Crossing games. It's just this forever. It'll just be another thing. Like all these big franchises have that shit where it's just like there's another separate thing. I mean, Pokemon has 40 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm probably wrong. But if I am right, I'm going to get a free special edition Switch out of it. So it's fine. Whatever. And a free edit. So
I'll guarantee it won't be in the trash first.
Okay. I don't believe you, but it's going to be in the trash.
Let's wrap this up, this whole conversation about the play test with this. It leaked really fast.
Like 5 minutes.
I mean, it didn't take the internet more than a couple minutes after they received their first email from Nintendo with the download and everything. Didn't take 5 minutes for that stuff to be up on the internet. Why did Nintendo think that they could ask people and they would listen? Why did Nintendo think in any, even
I think
if it
it's a
was
marketing
asked or an
stunt.
NDA, how did Nintendo possibly think? A marketing stunt.
Either they're like super naive or it's just a marketing stunt.
I like that idea better because it probably is. And I didn't even think about that. But they probably were just like, let's just make it seem like it's a big secret. And then everybody will we'll take some of them down. And then we'll make it out like, oh no, we're so mad. No, we're not. Like, no, we're not. Look at that. Look
I
at
mean,
everybody talking
what
about
was
this.
Garen, what's trending right now? I bet like the Switch 2 is trending or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Check it out. I'm sure.
I can tell you right now, our podcast is trending because we got more people in here than we normally do, and the views are through the roof. So people are clicking.
That's because I'm here.
This is getting fed to the YouTube algorithm, and people who don't normally come have come into the show tonight and at least observe what's going on. So I can tell you that much. This is a good idea to do this tonight, and the timing is perfect because it's dropping right now as we're doing our show.
That's exactly why I said we shouldn't do a podcast last Friday.
Yeah. If you guys are here, you're not normally here, make sure to stick around because we're going to do a little after show after this is done. This is the recording of an episode, but in a couple minutes here, we're going to be talking to you guys in the chat, and we're going to answer some questions. And this leaked information that I have here, I might just go ahead and share it in the Discord right now. So make sure to stay tuned to the after show. But yeah, I think we're wrapping it up now, boys. I think we're
done here.
Johnny, where can people find you on the internet?
I'm Johniibo everywhere: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, the Communication Error Podcast with Cheesy C64, and the Nintendo Powercast. And I did a preview with Sony, so check that out on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I got your website in the description right now. So people go click on his website, and all of his links are conveniently there in the website. Johnny, thank you very, very much for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
This was
Thanks
a good time.
for having me. I know that was painful, probably, for you.
It always is. It always is.
Always. Drip, people find you on YouTube, and I edit for you. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it. YouTube.com/stripmediagaming. All the rest of the places don't matter. Don't bother.
Yeah, and I'm on Twitch. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. All the links are down below. I got YouTube as well. I post there on the occasion. The KK, as I'll start calling it. Not to be confused with the three. I'm not going to call it the KK anymore. Scratch that. On the occasion. Great job, Jeeb. This podcast is over. Thank you guys for watching, and we're going to see you guys next week.
Later.
And guys who are still here, don't go anywhere. Don't go. Don't leave. If you're in the chat, don't leave. Drip, play the outro music, but don't leave. We're going to be hanging out in the after show in a second. Listen to this great song, guys. Listen. It's so great. Welcome everybody to the after show. It's the show we do after the show, featuring guest Johnny.
What's up? I'm trying to find some leaked information.
Oh, I can.
Give me all the leaked shit.
I got some. I was given permission to put these things in places where you guys can see them. So how do I?
Where are you putting it?
I think I'm gonna do this on my phone. I'm gonna put this information I found here.
I can't see your phone, bro.
No, I know. I'm gonna be posting in Discord. I'm gonna use my phone to do it. So if you guys are in the chat, if you want to hang out and look at some of these leaked images, feel free. They're gonna be in our Discord. Drip, get some music playing for us or something. You know. There you go. It's the after show. Save image. I gotta save a bunch of these. Hold on. Save image.
Hey, you got some people joining the Discord because they want to see this leaked information.
Hey, thank you guys for joining. We're gonna share this stuff with you.
Hurry up! I want to see it. Where's it going?
I'm currently copying and pasting all these images. Give me a second.
So this is actually a 3D Mario game that they're never gonna release.
just for you, Johnny. Just for you. They're gonna be.
It's been 8 years. Well, 7 years.
Okay, here we go. I see you. Rams for life. J. Paulo and Shaunold. That's a funny name. Shaunold. I like it. Okay, here we go. Posting images.
Waiting. I'm waiting.
I've reached my limit. Some of these might be duplicates. I'm sorry if I posted duplicates. Okay. And then there's a
This
video.
looks like this is the tech demo.
Yes. I'm also going to post a video as well.
Where's it at?
General.
General. In general.
In general and
It looks
Discord.
like-
Wow, look at all this shit.
It looks like Labo. Have you guys ever played Labo?
No, I didn't buy any of that.
I did not.
Look at this. This looks weird. Looks like a little weird, like
Yeah.
caveman.
I can't show guys, if you're in the stream, I can't show you, but you can go into Discord and check it out there.
What is this telling you to do? Well, like, what's the objective here?
I don't know. Like you see, I was saying on the show, like he's like building stairs.
You're building stairs.
There's like blocks that he's using to build stairs. If you've played even the demo of Game Builder Garage, it looks just like that. It looks like somebody made a game in Game Builder's Garage and you're playing it. Like that's what it looks like. So I mean, of course, he's just doing a tutorial area right now, but that's what it looks like. So, you know, if that interests you or is curious to you, I think from the going off of what we said in the show, I think it's just the server testing. They're just testing servers. That's all they're doing. All right, let's read some stuff here from the chat while you guys are looking at stuff here. Shibby, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to have you. So I'm just going to read verbatim what he wrote here. I mean, some people who leaked images of it, those images were copyright claimed by Nintendo on Twitter immediately and blocked images. I don't think they wanted any publicity. Just know it's a side effect of it. Nothing really much to publicize. They don't like bragging until they have a big shiny product. That is true, Chippy. That is true. They don't usually like to do that. But I kind of feel like you're right. Whoever was that, you, Johnny, who said or clout chasing, whatever.
Yeah, it's like a publicity thing.
It's a publicity stunt.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
makes a lot of sense, man. That makes a whole lot of sense.
The story so far.
Okay, Megaboyd says Johnny should eat the chip. I mean, come on. 2, Chris and Gabe, I'm going to have to text you about what this online thing is about. Megaboyd, did you get in? Interesting. Nintendo Playtest is a 3D Mario game that never released. Yes.
Oh my god,
yes,
Mega,
Jeff.
what did you just text me?
Did he text me too? He did. Let's see what Megaboy texted me. I'm sorry, person who in case this is leaked information. Person. What did...
Also, it's just a test of the online system. That's it. Yeah, well, you know what? That's
Did
not
you get a
fun
pizza
to
video,
talk
Drip?
about.
Are you watching a pizza video?
I did. I haven't watched the pizza video yet.
Okay, we're going to watch pizza
it
video
yet.
later.
I'm going to watch it later, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but I'm going to watch it later. I'm still going through these screenshots. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, I think more information will come out as we go along here.
Well, this looks like it's the tutorial. I'm assuming
Can you guys hear that?
there's more to it.
No. Is this form? I'm sorry. Is this from someone playing it, or is it a leak that had already existed? Jeff, this is somebody who is playing it right now and has just shared it with me.
they're just taking
I
these
will not reveal
blocks
my
over.
sources.
And building stair. I don't get this.
Well, looking at like the screenshots that we saw before, the stairs allow you to put a beacon like up top, and then it shines down light, and that's your development area.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Maybe
weird.
he was getting up to his beacon possibly in that video.
Okay, I just don't. I don't know. I hope this is the new Animal Crossing. I don't know.
Megaboy said it was for
Very
after, he
interesting.
said it was for after the podcast. Okay, noted. I thought you were sending us something for like the topic.
Somebody
it was
said
pizza.
this thing is a distraction for the Switch too. Yeah.
It is, I
They
mean,
don't want anybody-
whether they were going for that or not, this is definitely a distraction for people to not talk about Switch 2 for one night. And that will do.
It's just. I don't know. I just want to know what they're at, like what the point of this is. I mean, clearly it's probably just to stress the system, fix whatever they're trying to build. But something we didn't really go into, which is pretty interesting, I think we can maybe go into here for a second, is the fact that, hey, Nintendo's like taking their online shit serious, maybe. They're actually trying to make it usable for people to like
You know.
get online and do things when they pay
Yeah.
for the ability to get online. That's cool. That's cool.
It is cool. I want to stress too, if you guys joined the Discord, as a few of you did, I know you didn't subscribe. I'm calling you out. Subscribe
to the podcast.
Subscribe
Come
to the
on,
channel, guys. If you're gonna,
We're so
sharing
close to
information with
1,000.
you.
Help us
we
out.
need just like 70 more people to subscribe, and we are partners
Get that
on YouTube.
monetization. bro.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, we need it.
Please subscribe.
Come on now.
They're supposed
Begging
to.
for subs out here. Let's go.
I'm
Come
grubbing
on.
for subs. Let's go. Hashtag grubbing for
do it.
subs.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no!
Nothing about this looks antsy. Yeah, it should be. And Drip wasn't saying the game looks like Animal Crossing. I think it's the proof of concept of like using what the game is, the massive multiplayer online aspect, and utilizing it for like a Animal Crossing feature.
I just think maybe it's just some type of
Yes, it looks like Roblox. This game does look like Roblox. Chibi. Yeah, it does look like Roblox. The
Maybe
game
that's
is.
what maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to
Yeah.
compete with Roblox and Minecraft.
That's possible.
Maybe this could be the start of their own massive multiplayer game.
I mean, at this point, wouldn't be a dumb thing to do.
I mean, I talked about this before. Was it? I forget where it was. Whether it was this podcast or guess with you guys. Then, like, I think it was here this podcast. Like, it's silly they haven't done that yet. It's silly that Nintendo hasn't already like turned like a game like Mario Kart into a live service game. Like, and I mean, this kind of goes in the same line, like parallel with it. Like, get it?
They did make it a
Nintendo should
mobile
have like a
game.
massive multiplayer game, like a League of Legends or or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
they don't have anything like that.
they don't live service. They don't have that. Like they should. They should get into that. Why not? Not something I would ever play. I wouldn't
kind of
play
like
it.
the fact that they don't, but I mean,
It's not. But that's the thing. Like it's not for you and I. It would be for the kids. Like
It would be
for
free to
the
play,
kids who play
though, if
Roblox
you're-
and Minecraft.
it would be free to play if you're a Nintendo Switch expansion.
Maybe.
I don't know what this is, man. If it's just a stress test, cool, great. The online's gonna be better.
Yeah.
But when it's Animal Crossing, y'all can come back here and apologize.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mario Blocks. That would be sick, Shibby. Mario Blocks. Nah, they would probably get sued out the wazoo, but it's a nice thought.
I mean, it does talk about UGC content, like user generated content.
Yeah. There was a lot of that in the initial stuff that came out.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this much, guys. Tomorrow night, Drip and I, if there's anything really interesting that comes out from this playtest tonight, we will cover it tomorrow night on the show as like an update for you guys. And that's, of course, without saying, tomorrow night, Drip and I are doing another show. We don't normally do that. Normally it's one a week, but we're doing two this week because we missed last week. So, again,
We're going over all the Pokemon shit tomorrow.
yes,
It's gonna be
if you
crazy.
guys have heard about that Pokemon leaks, or if you haven't, get ready and get buckled in because Drip and I are going to do a whole show tomorrow about all that stuff because it's a massive leak that's continuing to be leaked to this minute. Like
Hey,
things
G.
are coming out all the time. What's
G.
up?
Guess how much I know about this Pokemon League?
How much do you know about this Pokemon leak?
You remember all that stuff I told you earlier about Ounce?
Yeah,
That's it.
you know an
I
ounce.
know nothing else that's in this leak. I have
Oh.
not looked at one
Well, Drip.
piece of it.
Well, Drip. We're gonna do it anyway. So we're
Oh
gonna
no, it's
talk
great.
about it.
Now, that's going to be in my earbuds
Yeah.
all day tomorrow while I'm working. I'm just going to be learning everything about it. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll be a fucking expert by the
Please
time we
do.
go on.
There's
That's
some-
your
there's
job,
some cool
Drip.
stuff in there.
Your job is to show up and know stuff. My job is to make sure it happens.
I'm going to know
okay?
every fucking thing that's gone on in this entire thing tomorrow. By tomorrow, that's all I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to be
Yeah.
doing shit, listening to all kinds of people tell me every little detail about every little
Yeah.
thing.
Thank you, Alex, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Anybody else who has subscribed as well to the channel, please do that. We're so close to 1,000. We're trying to make that happen. And thank you, Megabot, for leaving a link to our Discord server. Please get in there. Of course, there's a community of people who want to hang out. If you want to help improve our podcast, there's areas for that as well. And a bunch of different, and you want to be notified of when we go live and stuff like that. All of that is through our Discord. Join our community. We got a great budding community over there. And thank you for subscribing to this channel and leaving your like on this stream thank you for doing that as well. That's going to help everything out. We really appreciate you guys. But most importantly, thank you for being here. Without that, we wouldn't be doing it. No people, no show. That's how it goes.
True.
That's how it goes.
True.
Yeah, so again, if you guys want to make sure to hop in tomorrow night on the stream. Actually, Andrip said he needs to be a little bit later tomorrow night, so tomorrow night's stream is going to start later. It's probably going to start around 9 Eastern.
9-ish.
9-ish.
I have band
I'm going to make the
It's probably
stream.
gonna be done at 8:30.
I'm going to make the stream for
I'm gonna
9:15.
be back here at 9. So
Yeah, I'm going to make it for 9:15, and we're going to adjust the time accordingly. But a little bit later start tomorrow night. Make sure to hop in because, again, anything interesting that's happening from this playtest tomorrow that we haven't talked about tonight, we will address again on tomorrow night's show, as well as go over all the Pokemon leaks because there was a fuck ton of them. And a lot of interesting stuff happening from those leaks. So,
yes.
thank you, Ty. Really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that. So yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here, boys.
Cool.
You guys have been
going to
great
bed.
tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Oh no, I'm not. It's Agatha night. Ooh.
It was Agatha.
I
along.
didn't watch last week's, and I have to.
Ooh, it was good. Ooh, it was
Watch
Abby and
this
I are all
week's
caught
too.
up. We're all caught up, so we're gonna watch tomorrow.
I probably should watch that because I don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah. Gotta watch quick.
I just avoid odd stuff. I'm not in those circles. You know, I don't get spoiled.
I'm
Luckily.
too cool. I'm too
Yeah.
cool for this.
I'm deep in those circles because I'm actually cool. Deep.
All right, guys. Johnny, thank you again. Make sure you guys go follow Johnny and all of his podcasts and content creation adventures. His link is down below, his website. All of his links are there. If you guys like TikTok, if you like YouTube, if you like podcasts, if you like a grown man throwing switches in the trash, any of those things, Johnny's got you covered. His links are down below. Leave a like on the stream before you leave, and we're going to see you guys tomorrow night.
Later.